The first place I'll be taking you to on this tour is the Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon lies in Arizona and is one of the most popular tourist spots in the United States. The Grand Canyon has around 6 million visitors every year. The Grand Canyon began to form nearly 2 billion years ago, when two tectonic plates collided in the Earth's crust. As they came together, rows of volcanic islands smashed together and merged. Under this extreme heat and pressure, dark-colored basement rocks were formed and now seen at the bottom of the canyon today. By around 6 million years ago, water rushed from the Rockies and formed the mighty Colorado River. As this plateau rose, the rivers cut into it, carving the canyon over time. Smaller rivers eventually cut the sides of the canyon that are so characteristic of the canyon today. This process occurred over 4 stages: deposition, uplift, downcutting, and erosion. Sediments and soils accumulated and hardened into rocks. The youngest rocks in the Grand Canyon are less than 300 million years old. Plate tectonics caused the Colorado Plateau to rise, creating a high, flat area. Colorado began to cut the uplifted plateau, carving the canyon. Streams and rock slides have continued to erode the canyon today. There are around 40 different sedimentary rock layers that are exposed throughout the Grand Canyon. The canyon is 277 miles long and also varies between 3,000 and 6,000 feet deep. The next spot I'll be taking you to on this tour is the Shilin Forest in the Yunnan province in China. The Shilin Forest is a forest full of limestone rocks. This piece of land was originally formed by an uplift in the Earth's crust, turning sea into land. This formed these large mountain-like features. Over time, slightly acidic waters, like rainwater, have slowly eaten away at this limestone. Wind also plays a factor in shaping these tree-like limestone structures. This erosion that is taking place is what makes these limestone pillars resemble trees, thus giving it its forest name. This limestone forest was formed about 270 million years ago and formed in a shallow sea. The Shilin Forest ranges approximately 186 square miles, and the peaks of these tall structures range anywhere from 16 to 96 feet tall. Parts of this forest date all the way back to the Ming Dynasty. The Yosemite Valley is the last place I will be taking you to on this tour. Yosemite is in California and is a very popular tourism spot in the United States as well. Yosemite Valley is not only a famous spot for its imposing granite cliffs, but also as a mecca for climbing. Yosemite has some of the most famous names for their granite cliffs, such as El Capitan and the Half Dome. The areas of sediment first settled in a shallow sea, and the seabed of rocks were fused to the continent by compressive forces. These types of igneous rocks were formed deep in the Earth's crust due to high magmatic activity. Over time, these rocks cool and crystallize and are exposed at the surface due to uplift. Once at the surface, they are eroded and shaped by glaciation. Glaciation is the process in which glaciers form and move and shape the Earth's surface. This process took place over 3 million years ago, which shaped this now national park into what it is today. In 2017, El Capitan was conquered. This happened when free climber Alex Honnold scaled the 2,900-foot granite face and became the first to achieve this feat.